It is a day that changed our world. 2 hours and 20 minutes that launched America into World War II. 2,403 servicemen and civilians died in the attack on Pearl Harbor. And somewhere on the USS West Virginia was Navy shipfitter second class Claude Ralph Garcia, just one of the many lost in war.
He was my grandmother's brother.
Rick Ruffinelli wasn't born yet when Garcia died, but he always heard the stories of his great-uncle Claude, buried in the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific with 66 other sailors, all unidentified.
We were in Oahu and we went to the memorial and we found his name.
Then 1 year ago, he got a letter and then a call from the U.S. Navy.
They thought maybe that we were descendants of these remains, the person that these remains belonged to, and that they might be able to identify him.
Now 1 day shy of 81 years, this sailor arrived back in California.
I am absolutely marvel at the efforts of the Department of the Navy. I just can't believe the extreme effort they put to identifying this man and how important it was to bring him home.
It was full military honors at LAX on Tuesday morning as a plane pulled up with a flag-draped casket. The honor guard carried him to the hearse. Firefighters lined the overpasses draped with American flags, 63 miles to his hometown of Ventura.
To think that 80 years and 364 days, that's how long we owed this man the honors that he got today.
Laura Herzog founded Honoring Our Fallen, which helped organize the extra efforts for the arrival. But she says she was in awe of those who showed up at the airport and at the cemetery.
To watch them and the TSA representatives and the police department and the firefighters, all of those that didn't have to be there.
The military paid for his final trip home and what's to come, as Garcia's family chose to bury him back in his hometown, next to his mother and surrounded by his family, forced to say goodbye far too soon.
Our whole family is buried at Ivy Lawn. So his mom is there, his dad is there, his brothers and sisters are there.
And although he was always honored for his sacrifice as one of the first casualties of this war, the closure is long overdue.
We have come to value exactly what expense these people gave for our country and the impact it had on their lives, and not only at the time, but their future lives.
A final goodbye for a hero lost in time. But unlike the hundreds who remain entombed in the Pacific, this one is finally home. U.S. Navy shipfitter second class Claude Ralph Garcia will be buried here at Ivy Lawn Memorial Park on Sunday. He will be surrounded by his family from all over the country who came to say goodbye, most of whom never even met him. From Ventura, I'm Joy Benedict, KCAL 9 News.
Such a fitting tribute. And speaking of those that have never met him, I was on my way in today, and I actually saw on the Valley Circle Mulholland Bridge a number of fire engines. And I was wondering what was going on, why they were parked right there. And then I looked and I saw a number of firefighters standing on top and saluting.
Yeah.
And they were actually saluting his body.